Number 10. Asuka. Shinichiro Asano has the worst of luck. His parents abandoned him and ran off to Europe. If that isn't bad enough on its own, they barely left him any money to take care of himself. In order to pay rent and keep a roof over his head, he has to work. Unfortunately, he was just fired from his last job, and as a high school student, he doesn't have many other prospects. One evening, he's attacked by a centipede monster on his way home. Shinichiro is saved by a mysterious girl with a bow and arrow, who he later discovers is Sakuya Shimazu, a beautiful student who attends his school. But when he later helps an injured girl, he discovers two things. First, the injured girl isn't human at all, but rather a Nekomata, a two-tailed demon cat. And second, Sakuya comes from a family of exorcists, who protected humanity from rogue monsters and spirits for generations. Because Shinichiro was responsible for releasing the Nekomata, Sakuya enlists his help in recapturing the demon. But that's just the beginning of Shinichiro's relationship with Sakuya. It turns out that the Shimazu family needs a housekeeper, and it just so happens that Shinichiro excels at cooking and likes to clean. It may not be his dream job, but if it pays the rent and puts food on the table. Number 9. Carnival. While in search of his precious friend, a young boy named Nai falls captive to a beautiful woman, whose looks are only matched by her taste for human flesh. Meanwhile, Gareki, a clever thief, is in the midst of robbing her luxurious home. After causing a distraction, Gareki agrees to help Nai escape, but they are discovered upon the woman's return. As she transforms into a ghoulish monster, the boys flee. On the run, Nai and Gareki are found by Circus, a government defense agency that deals with criminal activity too difficult for the police to handle and protects civilians from Veruga, terrible monsters that devour humans for substance. In hope that it will lead Nai to his missing friend, he and Gareki decide to join Circus. On their perilous journey, they face dangerous Veruga and begin to uncover the secrets behind the shadowy organization known as Kafka. Number 8. C. The money of soul and possibility control. Money is power, and without it, life is meaningless. In a country whose economy is in shambles, second-year economics university student Kimimaru Yoga understands this fact all too well, as he is surrounded by the relatively luxurious lives of his peers and struggles to make ends meet. However, his world is turned on its head when a stranger in a top hat arrives one late night at his door. Going by the name Masakaki, the visitor petitions Yoga to come to the Eastern Financial District, a place where money flows in abundance if one offers their future as collateral. Although reluctant, greed triumphs reason, and Yoga accepts the offer, thus taking on the mantle of Entree. But unbeknownst to him, the land of wealth he has entered is an alternate realm built in the likeness of his own, where entrees are forced to participate in weekly duels called deals, with their collateral at stake. Pitted against his countrymen and fate, Yoga must quickly adapt in this new world if he hopes to protect his fortune and future, and discover just how much money is truly worth. Number 7. Dansai Bunri no Crime Edge. Kiri Himura has an obsession with beautiful hair, specifically cutting it. This bizarre trait is what leads him to seek out a rumored long-haired ghost who lives in an abandoned house on a hill. However, he finds not a ghost, but a beautiful girl with long flowing hair named Iwai Mushina Koji, the Hair Queen, whose hair cannot be cut due to a family curse. Iwai explains that there's a death game surrounding her, and that if she is killed by a cursed object, aptly named Killing Good, the wielder gets their wish granted. After protecting Iwai from authors, Killing Good users, he learns that there is in fact a Killing Good passed down in his own family, a pair of scissors used by his ancestors to commit murders. Naming the scissors the Severing Crime Edge, he finds out that he is able to cut Iwai's cursed hair with them, setting her free to live a normal life. However, many authors seek to kill the Hair Queen, and Kiri will have to protect her in this lethal game of fate. Number 6. D. Grayman. Losing a loved one is so painful that one may sometimes wish to be able to resurrect them, a weakness that the enigmatic Millennium Earl exploits. To make his mechanical weapon known as Akuma, he uses the souls of the dead that are called back. Once a soul is placed in an Akuma, it is trapped forever, and the only way to save them is to exorcise them from their vessel using the anti-Akuma weapon Innocence. After spending 3 years as the disciple of General Cross, Alan Walker is sent to the Black Order, an organization comprised of those willing to fight Akuma and the Millennium Earl, to become an official exorcist. With an arm as his innocence and a cursed eye that can see the suffering souls within an Akuma, it's up to Alan and his fellow exorcists to stop the Millennium Earl's ultimate plot, one that can lead to the destruction of the world. Number 5. Tokyo ESP. Rinka Urushiba works part-time as a waitress to help out her unemployed father. By all accounts, her life in Tokyo is a relatively normal one, but her sense of normalcy begins to fade when she inexplicably sees a flying penguin one day. Chasing it all the way to the top of a building, she encounters more surprises, including flying goldfish and another person, a classmate named Kyotaru Azuma, who can also see these strange things. After Rinka passes out when a goldfish phases through her, she wakes up as an Esper with the ability to phase her body through solid matter. However, her newfound ability is not the only strange thing about her. When she uses her power, her hair turns white. Deciding reluctantly to use this new gift to help the city, she becomes Tokyo's new hero, dubbed the White Girl. Along with Kyotaru, who gained the power of teleportation, Rinka begins righting the wrongs in the city while fighting other Espers who have much less noble intentions. Number 3. Pandora Hearts. To young Oz Vesalius, heir to the Vesalius Duke House, the perilous world called the Abyss is nothing more than a folktale used to scare misbehaving children. However, when Oz's coming-of-age ceremony is interrupted by the malicious Baskerville clan intent on banishing him into the depths of the Abyss, the Vesalius heir realizes that his peaceful life of luxury is at its end. Now he must confront the world of the Abyss and its dwellers, the monstrous Chains, which are both not quite as fake as he once believed. Based on the supernatural fantasy manga of the same name, Pandora Hearts tells the story of 15-year-old Oz's journey to discover the meaning behind the strange events that have overtaken his life. Assisted by a mysterious chain named Alice, whose nickname is Bloodstained Black Rabbit, and members of a clandestine organization known as Pandora, Oz begins to realize his existence may have more meaning than he could have ever imagined.
This is the future.
Number 2. Sakurai. Struggling yet brilliant teenager Minato Sahashi has failed his college entrance exams for the second time, resulting in him being regarded as worthless by those around him. However, the course of his seemingly bleak future is altered dramatically when a beautiful supernatural woman falls from the sky and into his life. That woman, Musabi, is a unique being known as a Sakurai, a humanoid extraterrestrial with extraordinary abilities. These aliens are known for kissing humans with the Ashikabi gene in order to awaken additional latent powers deep within. Recognizing the potential within the seemingly insignificant youth, Musabi kisses the bewildered Minato, initiating a bond between the two of them. This drags him into the high-stakes world of the Sakurai, where he and his new partner must compete against others in a battle for survival called the Sakurai Plan. However, unbeknownst to the contestants, there is far more at risk than what the competition initially entailed. Mekaku City actors. On the hot summer day of August 14th, Shintaro Kisaragi is forced to leave his room for the first time in 2 years. While arguing with the cybergirl Ene who lives in his computer, Shintaro Kisaragi accidentally spills soda all over his keyboard. Though they try and find a replacement online, most stores are closed due to the Oban festival, leaving them with no other choice but to visit the local department store. Venturing outside makes Shintaro extremely anxious, but the thought of living without his computer is even worse. It's just his luck that on the day he finally goes out, he's caught in a terrifying hostage situation. Luckily, a group of teenagers with mysterious eye powers who call themselves the Mekakushi Dan assist Shintaro in resolving the situation. As a result, he is forced to join their group along with Ene. Their abilities seem to be like pieces of a puzzle, connecting one another, and as each member's past is unveiled, the secret that ties them together is slowly brought to light.
Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy this list? Or find any anime you're interested in? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos.